Vortex, and this is going to be one of my first with commentary game videos you have seen me do. Today I'm playing Warframe, and I'm showing a new player friendly Vauban Prime build. I started this game less than a month ago. Between my farmings and everything else, I've got about 4,000 credits or platinums invested into this old build, including the purchase price of his print for the build and everything that goes with it. So we'll go ahead and get into the actual viewing of what I'm running with. So as you see, I got a Vauban Prime, the Soma Prime. I'm running the Dual Aferis. I'm also running the Zorus that you get from one of the missions. I have just finished the World Within campaign, and I am just, like I said, I'm within 30 days of gameplay. So let's go on with the build on my Vauban Prime. Now, with all my YouTube search, everybody I've seen using primarily runs with this build where they go with optimal range to utilize his Bastille. And it is great. You get 28 meters range, and it is awesome when you're in a very open map. But once you start getting in close quarters, the problem then lies that their enemies are getting stuck behind walls, doors, under the bridges, and wherever they may be getting stuck at, but they're getting stuck. So I found another build that focuses on strength, utilizing Tesla Bank. Now I also went with the Rhino's Roar, which will give you more damage using your weapons. But overall, I went with a lot of strength. As you can see, I'm at 130% strength. I got 145 range. My durability, or my duration, my efficiencies are about the same. I've got high shields, high health, high energy. Well, not high. I can't say high health. It's moderate health, a little bit above normal, and a little bit of armor. Then with this, I'm also running with Arcane Energize, which will give you energy for more energy every time you pick up an energy globe. And then Arcane Guardian, which will up your armor sporadically as you're taking hits, so that way your health doesn't get chunked down so quickly. So I'll go ahead and show you some of the gameplay and let you determine. Like I said, this is all low level stuff. I've got maybe 4,000 credits, and most of those credits is in the 2 arcanes because I bought those at full max rank. Then you got about 200 credits or platinum that you'll be using just to get the Vauban Prime prints, and then there's going to be a lot of farming once you get the print just to make the builds. As you can see, like I said, I've only just completed. I haven't even done anything up here yet. I just completed last night the War Within. So I do have a Riven. I haven't unlocked it yet because I just got the first Riven. A lot of stuff on my build is, a lot of it's just bought pieces off the Warframe market, which is a very great utility, especially as a new player. And if you're looking to get platinum, the easiest way to get platinum is running the relic sites, getting prime prints up, and then you can go over there and sell them for 5 to 10. Some prints may be a little bit worth a little bit more, but you just get enough of them and you will build your platinum up quick. So we're going to do this rescue. I haven't been up to Sedina yet, so we'll see how this goes. I am going to be bringing my close range configuration in, because most of this stuff is all on ship, and like I said, open world, the black hole build is a awesome build, but everything gets stuck in here. All these corners, pipes, that that huge range will have them stuck everywhere. You're not getting kills that way. And that's how fast those guys will clear stuff out for you. And this is why I have this build, because literally with the close combat, you throw those out and they will clear most of everything out for you. Yeah, I'm still, like I said, still new, still making easy mistakes. And you can always recycle these because they don't use a lot of energy tossing those out. So because they don't technically follow you, those little roller balls, yeah, you just when you get to a new area, if they're not with you, toss out some new ones, and you're good to go. And just watch them clear everything out for you. They literally do all the work for you. And their rubbing range is actually quite a bit insane. But yeah, this is a very good solo build. It's also great if you're in teams because you can run around, clear what you need to clear either by yourself. And if you do start getting stuck, you just drop that out and watch them all get caught and lay them out. I always hate these rescues and such because I always get hit by the a hidden watcher. Now for these, because you got to use a little bit of stealth, my A Ferris, I have the noise reduction, so that way it's at 100%, so I don't alert when I'm using them. You know, they always say Vauban is a train, and he kind of is. He's a big clunky guy, type of guy, but he's actually very versatile in the gameplay. You kind of take him in a whole lot of different directions. God damn it. Well, so much for self. But that's the general gameplay of the whole thing. Probably scrap this. No, we'll use this because, like I said, I'm still new. I'm not the best at the game right now. I still make a lot of errors, still make a lot of mistakes, and it happens. And all you do is just repeat the mission. That's what I love about this game. It doesn't penalize you. Now, I should probably, and I haven't really used them, get the codexes or the scan keys, and probably make doing my missions a lot easier, but I just haven't done it. I enjoy the gameplay of actually triggering all of those, not just running with the easy stuff. I've done these missions where I've lost out just because the hostages died. Now we're going to do this. We're going to try to be a little bit stealthier. And now we run. The goal is to try to make it to the end before the hostage actually just dies. Alright. Like I said, I'm still learning a lot of these maps, so I gotta find my control panel for here. Way over there. Alright. And see, this is what I actually enjoy about this game is they don't make it where you can just run and shoot. You actually gotta do things just to get through. And we're done. But that's my close range build. That's what that is actually built to do. It is built to those close quarters because, and I'll show you on the next build why the full ranged build using Bastille isn't exactly optimal for all situations. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's a wonderful build, um, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do, which is crowd control. But if you're actually trying to get kills, you're trying to use it for what it is. It can actually hinder you just a little bit. So let's go change out the setup. Go back to the black hole build where I've got massive range. The strength isn't the greatest. And the strength is actually dropped with this ability right here, the overextend. Now you could just take that off. You would lose about 9 meters, so you'd be at was it 190% range. So you could take that off if you didn't want all the range and put yourself maybe something on there that'll give you a little bit more strength. But this is what this build is. This is just a pure range. You're not worried about the actual strength of everything else. So we'll go ahead and run the next mission, which will probably be in another ship using this build. Well, we got exterminate and sabotage. Let's go exterminate. At least this one will have some use here because I'm just trying to kill everything. And you'll notice, like with that last build, I never really used my roar too much. I have that mainly so that way I can, when I'm running with friends in the game, I can boost their damage, and it'll boost my damage also. I love these stealth kills. Now you notice I'm also proccing with my weapon a lot of slash damage. I actually have it built. I can show that if you guys want to see that in a different video, like how I got my weapons and such built. But right now I'm just primarily just trying to focus on the Vauban Prime himself. And the fact that he's a low level, how I got him as a low leveled build for, kind of new player friendly. And I did use Vauban, the normal Vauban, prior to all this. With basically the same setup and build. I've just upgraded a lot of my stuff coming into it. And I don't mercy kill. I know a lot of people do. There's a lot of perks to doing it, but I just don't. What is that guy doing? Anybody know? He's just dancing with himself. So I'm figuring out what these things are yet. Like I said, I'm still learning a lot. I'm sure somebody in the comments might let me know what that was, but the thing I love about this gun is just spray and pray. But if you see in the distance, I got a lot of ticks that are going off that is because they're just stuck behind walls. And they will die eventually. But they're stuck behind walls. It's not like something you can just. About time to come in. Now the other key thing with this build, and I haven't done it yet, is put a AoE as my primary, something that causes AoE damage. I am looking for the Kuwabara bow. It has great AoE damage. But this build really utilizes AoE damage as a whole, because as you get everything pulled together. Oop, and I'm going. Oop, nope, not down. How am I not down? But yeah, as you see up there, stuck. All those guys over there, stuck. So it's great for big open worlds, maybe a defense. But and this map actually isn't too bad right now. It's actually got a lot of open areas I can use it in. But once you like the map before this, if you noticed, it was very tight fit and not very usable. Mainly because of everything being stuck. And that, for me, I just don't like that. I'd rather be killing them. That's a lockdown. Hmm. Now, the great thing about this build is when you are in an open area and you can utilize everything that you got, you can have the max timer on your Vortex running, which means that once you get it up to that max timer, you can just sit back and really just relax because it produces the energy orbs like crazy. So now that we got this one completed, you can see the little differences between the two and understand, because a lot of the builds you see, everybody's just doing, the mass range and everything else, which is great and it's fun, but it's not feasible for every gameplay in here with Vauban. And don't get me wrong, Vauban, that's what he is. He is that black hole generator. But if you're running solo, you still need to be able to go through tight areas like this and do well. And you can't do that when you have everything being stuck to a wall. So, like I said, as you can see, you can easily do the two different builds. I'm actually going to be working on a third build, a third configuration for Vauban, and see how that goes. But right now, I do have a more open world and a more closed map style build with him, which allows you a lot of versatility in what you're doing. Because everybody shows you this or that, and they all show you, in-game level stuff. And unfortunately, a lot of people who are, coming into this game haven't, they see somebody else using a Vauban or a Vauban Prime with that, the Vortex, the Bastille, and they want to get into them. And then when they look them up, they see all in-game stuff. And the problem is when you're doing all that, you don't have that in-game availability. Like, I don't have Rivens. So, having, I have the ability, I think, unlocked now, but I don't have them. So, having knowledge on how an actual new player is doing this stuff. Like I said, the things I've had to buy, I had to buy that. I had to buy this. I had Repelling Bastille given to me, which is awesome, is an awesome mod if you're going for the range black hole setup, and if you're doing it, you have to use Helmuth. You'll get that once you break Master Rank 8, and you have to do a bunch of quests, and you get it off the sun, off Demos. But once you have Helmuth, you can basically nuke the Gara frame, and it'll give you that ability to generate a crap ton of energy orbs. And when you do get the energy orbs, this one right here, and this is one of the most expensive mods I've had to buy doing this because I haven't really gotten into the arcane stuff. But there's a 60% chance it'll do 150 energy refill. So you're dropping orbs left and right, and out of those orbs, every couple one is going to knock 150 straight into your energy plex, allowing you to maintain that vortex for this build. So it's a really good build. Like I said, it's got range. You can, and if you're just, even if you're going on a close map and you're trying to just crowd control where you can run through there, it will allow you to do that because with them being stuck to walls, they're not going to be shooting at you. So you don't need a whole lot of armor or health or shields because you can actually have everything just stuck to walls or stuck to the vortex and just run through it all. Whereas this build is more focused. It's got, a lot more health, a lot more shields. Same amount of energy because I'm still just using the same piece. It's got a little bit more armor. The range has dropped down significantly, almost by half. The duration has dropped down quite a bit, but the strength has gone up. And the strength will give these guys more power. As you can see, they got a lot more damage output. This has a whole lot more damage output. So when it's going through there and it's just ripping through everything. But the strength also increases like your roar. So that way if you are in a group, you get a higher damage increase number. So it goes from your 30 to 39, and then you don't think 9% makes a huge difference, but it does make a difference. And this, like I said, with the range being dropped back down to your almost factory base range, but it's also got with the higher strength now. It now actually gets more magnetic damage dealt, which helps strip shields, and then if you have a good slash weapon, proccing weapon, you're going to burn their armor out quicker than anything else. So overall, I enjoyed this build a lot because of the availability of what your close range group runs. But the black hole build, as I like to call it, has its purpose, and it is actually still a very good uh, running build. And I ran that one for the most of all the missions, just because even though it was close quarter combat a lot of times, if you're trying to just run through stuff and not have to worry about getting a lot of kills, you drop one of those down, everything gets stuck to the wall, and you can just run past everything. So great build. Both are great builds. Like I said, I haven't done anything with this yet. I'm trying. I want to do kind of a speed build with this one, but I can almost kind of speed through stuff with this just because I can get everything stuck to the wall and just run straight through it all. So I'm still contemplating what kind of build I want to go here. And once I do, I'll give an update, and I'll let you guys see what it is. But if you guys like this kind of content, you want to see more of it, just let me know in the comments. Uh, if you see anything that I'm doing wrong, which I'm sure I'm doing a lot of things wrong because, like I said, I'm still new. Let me know also. Don't be rude. Don't be disrespectful. And that's all I ask. Thank you guys. Have a great day.